guys? We got another unboxing for you that's going to be relatively quick because I have picked up a brand new 3DS, I guess. They still are kind of calling it the new 3DS even though it's been out for like 2-3 years now, something like that, but whatever. As opposed to the 3DS. So this one came out quite some time ago, I think about maybe 2-3 years ago maybe at this point. And this is the NES 3DS XL. So this is the original standard 3DS XL. Yeah, so there's that and all that. Now this is the NES edition, and the only reason I went and got a new 3DS is because it is the Super Nintendo, which I'm gonna try to get the box in here because this box is really cool. Now, not nearly as cool as the box for the for this guy, which I wanted to find for the video, but I couldn't seem to figure out where it is. This one was really cool because they made it look just like the actual console, and this was supposed to be like the controller for the NES is kind of the way it went. On this one, they went just for the console itself versus making it look like the controller and then making the box look like the console. So this is the new 3DS. Now, I mean, this is a tiny box. Like, the box for this was like at least 2 times this size. So I kind of like that. It's kind of neat. Oh, hang on. Now, much like this other one, it says, now you're playing with superpower, whereas this one said, now you're playing with power. And it had little Easter eggs on the box to kind of remind you of the good old days of that. It had like the AV cables and stuff like that, like where you would plug them in and that kind of thing, so that was cool on the box. Now, a couple things to note here. Number one, you're gonna get, is it Super Mario Kart? Yes, Super Mario Kart for free, which is from the Super Nintendo. Free download, which is kind of neat. And then also you don't get a charger. You just have to have an old charger. Of course I do. But if you don't have a charger yet, they should be inexpensive at GameStop, I would hope, at this point, with how long the 3DS family's been out. Actually, even the DSi, I think, cable works, from what I remember. So it came with, you know, the usual crap, download and stuff like that, AR cards, which, you know, no one uses anymore, and manuals, all that kind of good stuff in a cardboard box, and yeah, no cords, no anything, just the console, which I guess is why they're able to do such a small box. Although I don't think my other 3DS came with a cord either. Oh man, holy crap! Look at this. Let's see if I can get that all nice and good. There. Now, what's also cool about this one is that, I mean, if you don't know anything about the new 3DS, there's a ton of differences between that and this. This one's a lot faster and more powerful. It's got new little buttons up here. It's got a new button on the inside, which I'll show you. You can use Amiibo with it without having an adapter. This one you actually have to have like this hockey puck looking thing to put your Amiibos on. You just put it on the bottom screen on this guy. And now there's a little screen protector. That's really cool. So you can kind of see that they went with purple and gray, very basic on this one. Let's see if I get it all in there and that kind of thing. The stylus down here, just gray on this. Whereas on the what is this, NES version, they went with the red stylus to kind of go with the color scheme. And then the power button is purple. So that's on there. So not a purple stylus or anything like that, just a standard gray, which I think looks nice. This is going to take a lot of getting used to. The little game cartridge thing is actually on the bottom rather than the top of the 3DS, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, here, let me actually get a nice little side-by-side. Here. There we go. And then the back. And so there's a nice little comparison. You can already see some differences between the original 3DS XL and this, and that kind of thing. And also see side by side the 3DS or the NES, sorry, versus the SNES. Too many little abbreviations. There we go. I'm gonna try to hold that without destroying either of these. So yeah, they look sweet. I don't know if I already held them this way, but I will just because the volume slider's on the side of the thing, so that's kind of weird. I just noticed because it's usually here versus on the side of the thing. So a lot of little differences I'm gonna have to get used to. When it opens, it doesn't make any clicky sound, which I just noticed, versus this one, which I think you can hopefully pick up. Yeah, and no noises and that kind of thing, which I don't know if that'll stay, but yeah. So anyways, that's that. I'm not sure how available this is gonna be. I pre-ordered it like 2 months ago. It might still be available. It is an Amazon exclusive, so the only way you're gonna get it is that way. I'll leave a link, and hopefully you can get one. They're about $200. But yeah, so that's about all there is to it. And so yeah, have a good one.